What's going on, folks, and welcome to another Scum video. I hope we're all doing well. Again, thanks for ongoing support, and if you do enjoy the video, don't forget to smash that thumbs up and maybe give us a cheeky subscribe by the end, or I'll blow you up. Anyway, thanks very much for checking out the video. Do appreciate it. So today we're going to be looking at the traps, the IDs, explosives, all that good stuff. So I want to try and make it as simple as possible, guys, because a lot of people are very confused with exactly what we have on the plate to be able to trap our bases, blow up other bases, and just look after our own bases, basically. So currently at the moment we have fixed traps, motion traps, and laser traps. Now, the actual triggers, you've got a motion trigger here, and you've got a laser sensor here. So I'm going to show you guys what we currently have in the game. So right here we have the improvised mine. Now, depending on your... Actually, wait, let me just go through them, then I'll explain a little bit more. So what can we craft currently in the game? We've got the improvised mine here. We have the... no, that's not the pressure cooker bomb, is it? That is the cartridge trap, which is a 50 BMG round underneath it, as you can see. So if you step on that, that is going to hurt somewhat. So we have the improvised mine, we have the cartridge trap, we have the pipe bomb, which is here, and we have the improvised claymore, and we have the pressure cooker bomb. Now, this might look silly for a little cooker, but don't underestimate this. Why? I'll show you why, guys, very shortly. Now, there's different triggers that we can add to this. Now, as I was saying, we've got the motion sensor trigger and we have the laser trigger as well. Now, the skill is dependent on these. So let's just quickly go into the crafting very quickly. So if you go onto the right-hand side, you can see that you can make them here. Now, in this tutorial, I'm on single player, obviously, to show you this. I do have a maximum level or a very high level of demolition. In fact, I'll show you exactly the skill that I have for demolition right now. So it's 13,000 out of 10 million. So I've actually set mine to advanced before I actually started, when I created my character. So as you can see, we have them all here. Now, the difference is, if you have a high demolition skill, the radius is going to be greater around the item, which I'll get onto in a moment. So the radius will be greater for the explosive that you're planting, and the defuse time as well. So basically what I'm saying is if you've got a higher level for the demolition, you're going to have a bigger radius. So, you know, if I walk into it, I could walk into it here. Whereas if you've got a small demolition skill, I'd walk into it, or you'd walk into it sort of here. So it's not really, you know, you got to have a good level of demolition skill if you're going to start making these things, because it would be worth your while. So when you create your character, make sure to set the demolition to higher. So we've got the improvised, we've got the cartridge trap, we've got the pipe bomb. These aren't armed currently, the claymore and the pressure cooker bomb. Now, there are a few other mines and a prom mine that isn't currently in the game yet. We do have a spike trap down here as well. You can see it. If I just get down a bit further, you can see the trap there, which is pretty lethal. But I'll leave that for you guys to check out, because it's just a spike trap pretty much. And you can make that from your menu here as well, which is right here, your stake pit. So let's have a look. So let's check the motion sensor detonator out first. So if you take our motion sensor detonator, which you can make in the crafting menu, obviously. So if you go up into, let's go to the no skill. So you got a blast cap, which is this one here, and your motion sensor detonator, which is here. So if you look at the motion sensor detonator, it does say that you need to craft a blast cap, which you already can make up there, but then you need to find these other items. So you need to find the parking sensor, batteries, wire, duct tape, and electrical repair kit to actually create the motion sensor. So that's just one sensor, just to make that. And then you got the laser sensor. So let's have a look. So currently right now we have the improvised mine, which isn't armed. So let's arm that. Now with these ones, you don't really need the motion sensor for this one. It won't let you use it. So if I was to walk out of it, walk inside it, and there you are. So that's currently armed right now. Now if we go to the cartridge trap, don't forget, these are fixed traps. So you don't need anything to, you just need to get someone to walk over that to blow them up, basically. So these are like the cheaper traps that you can make. Now moving on to the pipe bomb, you can add a motion sensor trigger, a laser trigger, or a trip wire trigger. So if you go onto the motion trigger, for the pipe bomb. You can obviously make these. Now, if I was to show the trigger, that's the trigger around the pipe bomb there. So as you can see, if I go into it, let's just walk into it slowly. That's what you're going to see. Now, if you get any closer to that, that will blow you up. But you can try and disarm it. Depends what your skill is. Now, at the same time, you can use the motion sensor triggers on the improvised claymore as well. And you can use the motion trigger on the pressure cooker, which I'm not going to show you guys because obviously I've just used it on here, as you can see. So it will just do the same thing as this. Now, that ring round there is dependent on your skill. Okay, so the greater the skill, I'm guessing the larger the circle is. And the smaller the skill, the smaller the circle is. So it will trigger further out. So that's why you want to have a high demolition skill. Right, so let's go to the laser detonator. Now, for the laser detonator, if you go into the crafting skill there, you can see that this is what you need. You need a blast cap, a CD player for the laser, batteries, wire, duct tape, and again, electrical repair kit. So if we was to actually put this, before we do that though, I want to show you guys, this is really cool. Look at the detail gone into this. So let's just turn this around. Let me just show you that. So you obviously need a grenade. Well, actually, you don't need a grenade for that. Yes, you do. Sorry. You do need a grenade for the claymore. So that's the improvised claymore. Now, if we were to add the laser detonator to it, so if we just hold F over it, add laser trigger. Right. So now that's got a laser trigger on it. So if we was to show the trigger, you can now see the laser coming off of that, which you can see there. Now, you can turn that around if you want to. So if I was just to... Let's not kick the IED. That's not the best idea. Right. So if I was to click that, I can turn that around now. Can I turn that around? Okay. So if I didn't... Let me just disarm the trap and then I think we can move it again. Right, there we go. So if we disarm it, we can move it any way we want. And then if we just go to... where's my laser sensor gone? Has it disappeared completely? Right, okay. Okay, so if you disarm the trap, the laser sensor seems to disappear. So let's just spawn another laser sensor in. There we go. Laser detonator. There we go. So we'll put that in our hands and we'll whack that there. So we can put that back on. I love the way the lasers look. It looks awesome. So you can see that that's the distance. Obviously with a higher level demolitions, that laser will go further as well. So if you was to have one that side of your base and have one this side of the base, that's basically... Well, I'll show you. I'll show you guys. Okay, so just for a quick example, this is the kind of thing that you can do to these. So I've put the improvised claymore on. Now if I show the trigger, I've got a laser there, and if I show the trigger on this side, you've also got a laser here as well. So you can see where I'm going with this, and look how, you know, you can really improvise with this and get very creative around your base with your laser sensors. So that's basically, let's just show them again. And there we go. So there's the laser sensors for the claymores, and you can also do the same for the pressure cooker as well. Now these are going to have a serious blast radius if these goes off. You can shoot these if you really want to. Let's just experiment. I'm going to just set a load of deer off freely, and hopefully let's see if this works. So I've just spawned 10 deer in. I don't know if this is actually going to work, but we're going to see if we can get to run towards that area. Problem is we need one to run through that door. So they might not run straight away. Okay, so he just went straight through the door. That makes complete sense. Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. Did not mean to spawn in the bears. Damn, that's not cool. That's unlucky. Okay, I didn't mean to spawn in the bears. I meant to spawn in deers. Right, where's that last bear? There is a... Oh no, it's a glitch, isn't it? Right, okay, let's try that again, shall we? Right, I need these deers to run towards that door. Okay, for some reason it doesn't seem to work in single player. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to blow this up with the gun. Oh. Okay, well that was That was pretty powerful. Okay, so it actually blew up everything I had on the table. Not cool. Not cool at all. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and you can see how to make some of these items, at least, anyway, from the crafting menu. And I will show you something very quickly just before I go as well. So you can see in the crafting menu here, guys, on the right-hand side, you got the improvised claymore. Top left, there you go. That's how you make it. That's what you need. And there's what you need. That's what you need for the pressure cooker. And don't forget, for the improvised claymore and pressure cooker, you can use a motion sensor or a laser detonator. It's up to you however you want to make it. You can be completely creative with it. Now, to make the motion sensor detonator, you do need the blast cap. For the improvised mine, that is all you need. You don't need a detonator or a motion detonator or a laser detonator. You can literally just have that. And also for the cartridge trap, why can't I say that word? Cartridge trap, right there. That's all you need for that one too. So I was hoping to show you more in the video, but it turns out that it all just went to shit. So until then, guys, stay safe. The developers are going to be changing this next week, just so you know. There is going to be a big hot fix for the imbalance of how powerful these are against walls and stuff like that. But a lot of it doesn't seem to be working in single player, so I don't know why. So even when animals are going through it, or puppets, they weren't blowing up. So there's not an amazing amount I can actually show you, but hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of how this works. So guys, with that being said, stay safe, and I'll catch you next one. Peace out.